Hello, my name is Matt Hester, and I am the creator and designer for Shattered Empires, the card game. I've been working on Shattered Empires for about 2.5 to 3 years now. It was originally designed as a way for me to introduce the Shattered Empires universe, which is a science fiction project that I've been working on since I was 14. So I started writing stories, short stories, scenes from the Shattered Empires universe back in 1994. And it wasn't until recently that I finally decided, well, I'm never going to finish writing any of those stories because I keep getting distracted with more stories. So I decided I was going to find a project that I could do that would fully introduce the universe to everyone else and then see where that would end. And so that's where the Shattered Empire universe as a card game came into play. So originally, the Shattered Empires game started out as 2-player, which it still is to this day, and originally it was very similar to Magic, and one of my friends when I was developing the game pretty much called it Magic in Space. And I've been trying to do things that would differentiate the game from things like Magic or World of Warcraft or any of the other games out there. And because of that, it has done a lot of evolution since the original game. Originally, we had resource cards, which comparatively would be land from Magic. We have since gotten rid of the resource cards so that the gameplay could focus on the construction of ships and facilities, and then the commands and technology that you would then use to wage war with those ships and those construction projects and things like that. One of the other big things that has come across in the universe is the construction of the decks themselves. Originally, there was going to be one pool of cards, and then everyone just got to pick factions and then use neutral cards in order to form their decks. That has since evolved into 5 specific decks, which will be used exclusively to that faction. Each of the factions has gotten more streamlined and more of a personality since their original construction. Now, each of the factions are completely standalone decks. They will each have their own personalities, but each of those personalities is still customizable within the deck. Each of the decks are going to be, now you'll have 2 decks per faction. The construction deck, which is where you build things from, and then the command deck, which will have your command cards and your research cards. And those decks are about 20 to 30 cards apiece. However, your deck, when you buy it, will have 75 cards to choose from. So you'll be able to customize it. For instance, the Empire, you can go with a Blitz style deck where you build a bunch of fighters really fast and try to get a lot of little damage in early on. Or you can customize it towards building the bigger, stronger things like the Dreadnought and making those just powerful beasts and overpowering that way. So each of the decks is going to be fully customizable, and you'll be able to tweak them each that way. Hopefully in the next video I'll be able to show you some actual gameplay, and just waiting on some more cards and some balancing, and then you can see some more of the way of the evolution. I'll show you how the cards were originally set up. It shows you the programs that I was using to make my test decks, and then I'll show you what the cards are eventually evolving into once I have more of those in production. Until next time, thanks for stopping by.